God.
Hey Thomas,
Albert, what's up, buddy? Let's
I'm
get into
doing
it.
well. I've got to tell you, man, I am a huge fan of yours. I am
Oh,
so excited to
thanks.
talk to you.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, you're one of the best punishers out there. I'm just gonna just get that out there right now.
All right.
But Frontier Crucible was a really good movie. It was better than I thought it was gonna be. It started as a slow burn
Oh,
film,
good. Yeah.
but once that
Right.
finale hit, bam, I was like, wow.
Yeah, you got to go in knowing that it's not the Wild Bunch. It's an emotional chess match between cowboys.
Mhm.
And I like that, you know.
Mhm.
The cowboys have a different style of intelligence. They're you gotta watch them because they're wise. They're smart. And so that was really fun. We had a great script. We had a great book that the script was based on.
Yeah, and you played such a badass in this movie, and as one of the outlaws. And what was that like to play this? Because I've seen you in many types of roles. You're one of the most versatile actors I've seen, and this was by
Thanks.
far probably one of your most badass since The Punisher, and even the Vegan Police in Scott Pilgrim, where you had that little small role. And
Yeah, that was fun. I really loved playing a character who is convinced that he's a good man, you know, but he does not so good stuff. He's got a dark side, but you'd never know it. And I like the idea of you never, when you meet people, you never know who the hell they are really, you know, until you
yeah,
hang out with them long enough and they do something that reveals their character. And that's Mule, you know, and Mule's doing what he thinks is right. He'll go to, you know, it's just the world dealt him a set of cards and he's gonna play them to the best of his ability. And he also knows when he's been beat, you know.
yeah,
He's got a strong moral code. And that's the kind of, if you can call him villains, but I wouldn't call Mule a villain. But if you can
right,
call him that, that's the kind of that I like to play, you know.
yeah.
So we can have things aren't black and white, you know, and we can have fun with it. We can have fun with it, you know.
I saw him more as just an antagonist. You know, it's like you can't say heroes and villains because
They're
when it comes,
people.
yeah, and when it comes to antagonists, you know, they might, as you mentioned, they might have a dark side to them. But I really liked Miles' character because I said like he's like the purest character in the film.
Yeah.
He sticks to his moral compass throughout the
There's
entire ride.
there's a bit of a parable in there. It's a spiritual parable, and Miles plays the role of uh, uh, a Christ-like figure. You know, he plays the ideal of how people will respond in tough situations. He's guided by a higher purpose, and that is a story worth telling because we need to see what it looks like when you're guided by something bigger than yourself and things get really tough. Because I think we're gonna need some of that in the
Yeah,
years
and
ahead.
now that you brought that up, I could see that. Like Miles' character is Jesus, and then you got Mary Stickley's character, who you can kind of say in a way is like Mary Magdalene, and then you have the outlaws as the three wise men, basically. It has that. Now that I think about that, that's what this kind of what describes best as like that
There's
whole.
a there, yeah, he's driving a wagon of medicine to help some people, and there's a cross on his wagon, right? There's a
Mhm.
red cross, but it's a cross.
Yeah, and then of course, besides your inner conflicts, you gotta take on the Apaches because they're trying. You know, one of you guys makes the mistake of accidentally killing one, and that just causes a whole.
The world is full of savages, and the white people are probably the most savage of them all. And the world, the land is savage. The land, the earth giveth, and the earth taketh away, and it's a savage land.
Yeah. And what was that like shooting off this on the set? Because I've heard stories from Miles and Travis you guys got to hang out as when you weren't shooting, you guys just sat around a bonfire and just bonded throughout this film, the film.
Yeah, me and Armie started making a fire every morning and cooking cowboy coffee, and so the other actors would come around, and before we knew it, we kind of had this meeting place where people, when you wanted to rehearse or talk about a scene, you'd go over to the fire, and that was a lot of fun. The other actors started adding wood to the fire, and we'd keep it going during the day. We all dressed in the same dressing room back at the hotel. Nobody had a trailer because we couldn't fit trailers where we were shooting. So we all got dressed in the dressing room, which I just felt great. We had our costumes on racks, and you walked in and there was a mess of boots in a corner, and a nice lady would be cleaning our costumes or making them dirty again. And at 5 o'clock in the morning with a cup of coffee, putting on your cowboy outfit, brought it. It made some memories.
That's a lot that sounds like a lot of fun doing that compared to, if you watch some of these other Hollywood productions, they're in these trailers and they're off doing their own thing. I love hearing the
Hey,
stories
I,
from.
I like a trailer. I like a trailer. I don't want to make a habit out of it, but it was fun. I
Yeah,
mean, a lot of fun, and it added to the experience of the film. And that's really what you want. You want situations that in real life are adding to the story that you're telling. If you can create that, then you have a really good shot of making something interesting.
yeah, exactly. And this was a great film, and I'm not going to spoil, but that finale, I thought it was going to go one way, and then it takes a complete left turn, but it was still so satisfying to watch. And it
Good,
felt like,
good.
and it felt like you're watching both like a pretty much a religion themed like spaghetti western, basically. That's how
Yeah.
I'll describe the
Yeah.
film.
The religion is way tucked in the background.
Yeah.
There's no religion in the movie, but it's a spiritual journey, and I think all good movies are spiritual journeys, right? Star Wars is a spiritual journey.
Mhm.
It's the hero's journey, and it hits, that's why it's so popular. And I like movies that can shine some light on the journey of souls that we make through this life.
Yeah, and that's amazing. And overall, this was a fantastic film. I hope people will get to check it out when it's out on December 5th. And is there any new projects for you that's coming up that you can talk about?
Not that I can talk about, but right now, my company is just putting the finishing touches on a werewolf comic book. It's called The Lycan.
Oh,
It's
nice.
on Comixology. So you go on you go on Amazon. It's on Amazon. You go on there, type in The Lycan. We've got 5 issues out. The sixth is going to drop the same day our movie comes out. So first week of December, then you'll have all 6 issues. Because the thing about comics, where we're dropping them every other month, so you got to wait 60 days for the next chapter of the story. Now you can read the whole damn thing once we get number 6 out.
Oh, that's amazing. I will definitely take a look at that because if
Good.
anything, I love is werewolves. So I definitely will
Oh,
keep an eye out for
you'll
that.
love this. I've been wanting to do a decent werewolf show for a long time, or a comic book story film. This would make a great film.
Yeah,
But I'm really proud of how this. Mike Carey wrote the script, and he's one of the best comic book writers in the business. And in my opinion, this is one of his best.
that's awesome. I'm definitely going to look out for that. And I hope everyone else does too. Frontier Crucible is out on December the 5th. Definitely check it out, especially if you love Westerns. And of course, see Thomas here. It's a great role that he's in. One of the best ones I think he's ever done. And thank you, Tom. It's been an honor to talk to you about this movie.
Thanks. Thanks, Albert. Have a good one.
You too. You take care.